Hey everyone, it's Renee and I am here with some game day meal prep follow-up as promised. I'm into health and fitness and yeah, we can work out, but the tough part is getting our mouth to follow when we're in the kitchen. And it begins up here with planning ahead and realizing that we can do this and it can be tasty and fun. And I'm here to show you that leftovers can be on your team. So on my personal page this past weekend, I shared my weekly meal preps for you, and it includes some inspiration of game day fare, and it was some buffalo chicken. And I love buffalo chicken, but I can't handle the heat, so I do it my way. And so now I have this leftover buffalo chicken, and we're going to do a twice baked sweet potato. So last night for supper we had some sweet potatoes. And so now I had a sweet potato that I scooped the flesh out of. And to make a twice baked sweet potato, doesn't really work that great. It's kind of all flopsy mopsy. A regular potato holds its flesh in a little bit better, especially a russet. And so what I'm going to do here is do the sweet potato, and since I'm going to kill two birds with one stone, because that's what I like to do when I'm planning, I'm going to make some regular ones for the kids. They're not big into sweet potatoes, and so since I'm making a mess, I'm going to cater to them a little bit. Do I make separate meals for everybody? No. In fact, I do bribe my kids to try what we're trying, but I also know that sometimes they're not going to eat that. So if I just change it just a little bit, they will, and we can all have a meal together that's relatively the same. But I'd rather not have the white starchy potato. I'd rather have the sweet potato, which has more nutrients. So what I did was I had the flesh of the potato. It was a very large sweet potato, kind of like the size of a football, go figure. And I added about a third cup of Greek yogurt to it, and maybe a quarter cup of blue cheese, and I put it in my blender or food processor, and then I have this light orange stuff, and I tasted it, it's super yummy. And so what I could do is stuff that back into the skin, but I'm not gonna deal with it. What I have done before is put it in this little casserole, which serves, a couple people, but because, portion control is the rage, and this could be fun for a party or a gathering, I am going to put them in these silicone-lined cupcake holders to freeze for later. So I can pop them out as a side dish whenever I want them. And let me tell you, these things are the bomb. So what I'm going to do here is scoop this in. And then what I have is my leftover chicken and some sauteed greens, meaning like celery, onion, and carrot. Now this just adds a little more flavor and more vegetables to the dish. So what I'll do there is add a little bit of that, add some chicken, and now I could top it off. Yeah, it's a little bit easier in a larger container. I could top it off with more sweet potato. What I'll probably do is finish making these and top it off with some Monterey Jack cheese or some blue cheese, and then I will freeze them. When I serve them to my company or whomever, then I will drizzle on the buffalo sauce and the scallions. I don't want to freeze the scallions because the onions get weird. So in the same token, I'm going to do the white potato. Now, I could do the buffalo chicken because it's not very spicy. I usually have some bacon in my fridge. Fitness lady eats bacon. Yeah, I grew up on a farm with animals in my backyard. I'm probably gonna have some bacon, but it's trimmed bacon and it's the thick cut kind. So, you give a little, kids like bacon. So I'm gonna do the other potatoes for the kids. And instead of the sweet, I'll do the Greek yogurt, regular cheese, and bacon instead. And so I'll have them all in these as well. So when it's time for a meal, whether it's right now or in the freezer and I pop them out, we have enough for the whole family. So that is the game day inspiration for the chicken. Stay tuned later this week where we'll do a really fun wrap up with the leftover buffalo chicken, all right? So I got 3 meals out of this one buffalo chicken. And if you're interested in that video, it's on my personal page, but stay tuned for later in this week when we do the rest of the buffalo chicken. Now, I know what you're thinking, lady, I thought you worked out. I do, but this is also what I do. I love to cook, I love to share, and I love to eat. So I just have to remind myself to keep it in check. So if you'd like to know more about what I do as a fitness coach, heck, come on down. Some friends and I are hosting a little sneak peek into what is coaching anyway later on this week on Facebook. So if you're just at all curious, pop me a message down below like, hey, curious, or I love to eat too. So that's what's going on in my kitchen. What's going on in yours? So hopefully your team won yesterday. Mine did not, but stay tuned for some fun game day eats. Happy Monday, y'all.